Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well, staying safe and taking it a day at a time. In today's reading, we are going to be taking a look at what career path you are meant to pursue or meant to find. We're going to just take a look at sort of the energies surrounding you and your career life now, and we're going to take a look and see what spirit has to say about the career path that you should be pursuing. Some of you might actually already be on like the best career path for you. For others of you, spirit might urge you to kind of switch gears. We're just going to take a look and see what comes through. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the pile selection here. I have 4 groups for you to choose from. We have group 1 with this butterfly and money order check little thing. And then group 2 and then we have group 3 and last but not least we have group 4, which I think, yep, it was upside down. So that is group 4. So you can go ahead and pause the video now if you would like, or you can go ahead and keep watching for the meditation so that you can pick your pile, and I'll see you all in your readings. Hi group 1, if you chose this butterfly money order check sticker thing, then this is going to be your reading, my dear. We're going to go ahead and take a look at, well, first we're going to look at where you're currently at in your career, just kind of like the energies surrounding you and your career path at this time, possibly how you're currently feeling about your career path. And then we're going to take a look and see what spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing, if it's, you know, differing if it's different from the path that you are currently on, group 1. So let's take a look here. Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of group 1, group 1's career. Spirit, group 1's career, where is group 1 currently at? What are the energies currently surrounding group 1's career? Okay. So we have Temperance. Oh, we had one underneath it as well. Okay, so we have Temperance. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel. Okay, group 1. Currently, what I'm seeing for you, group 1, is like, I'm seeing many of you, like, you don't necessarily hate your current job situation, but at the same time, I feel like you're quite open to something new here with the Wheel of Fortune. You're ready to level up for many of you. Many of you, I'm hearing, like, want a promotion. You are currently trying to move up in your company or your work environment at this time. With Temperance here, I'm seeing many of you being like quite balanced in your work life right now. Like work-life balance is pretty good for many of you right now. For some of you, you might want a little bit more of a work-life balance as well. Like it's pretty good where you're at now, but like a little bit more wouldn't hurt, you know what I mean? With the Queen of Pentacles here, I'm definitely seeing like many of you being quite like abundant in your career. Like I feel like many of you, you make pretty good money to support yourself and support your family if you have one. With the Knight of Swords here, I'm getting that energy of, you know, many of you might want a change, even though like where you're currently at isn't too bad. It's like I can't really complain too much because, you know, I have it better than a lot of people, but there's still this energy of you wanting to go towards something a little bit different. And with that Seven of Swords here, this is usually the energy of being like sneaky or deceptive in a way. But what I'm getting with that here is some of you are currently on the job hunt for something new, but you're not telling like the people that you work with, you're not telling your boss, you're kind of just, you know, like just kind of keeping your eyes open, keeping your eyes peeled, just seeing what's out there, maybe doing an interview here or there, or you're thinking about doing that, but you're not telling like the people that you work with or your boss or anything because you don't want there to be any kind of like tension, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're kind of just, you know, keeping your eyes open, you're staying like open to other opportunities. And with that Three of Cups here, like I feel like many of you, you have like pretty good like work relationships and like work friends. Some of you, you might actually like hang out with your friends a lot at work. Well, not at work, but like after work. But yeah, overall, I'm seeing like the overall energy, Group 1, for where you're currently at in your career, it's not too bad. Like I definitely see like where you're at now, like you can't complain too much, but at the same time, it's like you would definitely be open to some kind of change. You would be open to something new for sure for many of you, Group 1. So now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what Spirit has to say about where you should be headed, or if you're like on the correct career path, or if you really should keep your eyes peeled and keep your eyes open for something new. So let's take a look here. Spirit, what should Group 1 be pursuing in their career path? Is what they're currently doing the best path for them, or should they pursue something different? Can I get 2 more, please, Spirit? 2 more. Okay, that one fell on the floor. Thank you. Alright, so we already have like 2 of the same cards that was in your like general energy. But we have the Hierophant. Also, forgive me if it's like the camera situation or like when I'm holding the cards up, it's a little bit weird. I have my camera up like higher than I typically do, so I can't really see. But we have the Hierophant, we have the Tower, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So I'm definitely feeling like many of you, Spirit is urging you to take a new path. This may be a path that's a little bit scary for you, Group 1. I am getting creative energy with the Magician here. The Magician is all about like having all the tools you need to succeed. So if you are someone that is like creative, like in your spare time, you like to create whatever whatever you like to create. Some of you, this could be art, some of you this could be music, some of you this could be like writing, some of you this could be filmmaking. It could be a plethora of different things. If you are someone that has these hobbies where you are being creative, Spirit is saying to pursue something in that. Turn your hobbies into your career. With the Hierophant here, I'm seeing that some of you might want or need to go back to school for something. Now, this doesn't have to be full-blown, like going back to college or going to college. Some of you may have never went to college, but it doesn't even have to be, you know, something of that caliber. It could even just be something as simple as getting some kind of certification, taking some kind of online course to get certified in something, and that will help you level up. Some of you, I'm hearing, like if you work in like an office setting, I'm seeing cubicles. So if you're someone that works in an office setting, or you have like a typical office job, Spirit is saying for sure look into certain certifications, especially if you're like in tech or something around that line, or project management or anything like that. Spirit is saying to look into certifications to help you get promoted and to help you qualify for other positions that will pay you more. So yeah, that's for some of you. With the Tower here, like this is definitely like a change. Okay, Spirit is definitely saying like there's a change that can take place so that you can be on the goodness gracious, the best path in your career, Group 1. Same thing with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like that change needing to happen. And like I said, I feel like many of you, you're not in a horrible position, but it could be better. And this could be as simple as just wanting a promotion so that you can make more money, or it can be as extreme as like completely just leaving the field that you're in and pursuing something completely different. And for many of you, I feel like this is related to some kind of self-employment. And it doesn't have to be creative. That was just the energy I was picking up on with the Magician. But even if this is just some kind of hobby or just something that you know a lot about that is completely different from your current career and your current job, Spirit is saying that you should look into pursuing something in that for sure. And then once again with that Queen of Pentacles here, that's all about like being abundant. So I feel like no matter what you do, Group 1, you're always going to have that abundance. You're always going to have that money coming towards you, even if you are doing something as drastic as completely leaving the field that you're in to pursue something new, whether this is self-employment or it's, you know, just a different career field. Spirit is saying you're gonna have abundance either way. You're gonna be making good money either way. So you don't have to be scared of that, Group 1. I am gonna go ahead and get some oracles here to get some further information. Spirit, Group 1, what can you tell Group 1 about the career path that they should be pursuing or that they should find? Okay, we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay, Group 1, so actually what I'm seeing with this is some of you have been indecisive about like where you're headed next. And Spirit is definitely saying to use your intuition at this time. If you have this gut feeling that you should be doing something different, that you should be pursuing a certain path, go for it. I'm seeing that it might be a little bit scary because we do have that Tower here, so it might feel like everything that you have worked towards, everything that you have put your time and energy towards is like essentially going down the drain, but that's not really true. This was kind of just a stepping stone for you to get to where you are truly meant to be, Group 1. So Spirit's definitely urging you to use your intuition at this time when it comes to your career path and what it is that you are meant to pursue. I'm gonna move these cards up really quick. Like I said, I have my camera in a different setup today, so I can't really see what everything looks like on the camera. Get this down. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I'm gonna get one more of these. What can you tell Group 1 about the career path that they should be pursuing? Can you tell Group 1 about the career path? Thank you. Okay. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So a lot of you guys are in denial. You're not trusting your intuition at this time about the career path that you should be pursuing, Group 1. And Spirit is saying the thing that scares you, the thing that you're in denial about, the thing that you feel wouldn't work out or that you feel it's just like silly or whatever the case may be. You just feel like it's not something that you should really be pursuing. Like, you're being too logical. Spirit is saying go after that thing. Go after that thing that scares you. Go after that thing that you feel like wouldn't work out, or you feel like, you know, this works out for other people, but it would never work out for me. Spirit is saying, first of all, stop thinking like that, because you can do whatever the hell you want to do, group one. But also at the same time, Spirit is saying go after that thing. You're in denial about something, and I feel like for many of you this has to do with like self-employment, being creative, using the tools that you have learned to create something here with that Magician. You're in denial that it would be successful, and that's why you're indecisive about whether or not you actually want to pursue this thing full time, or, you know, if you want to put the time and energy into that. Spirit is saying do it, group one, do it. You're gonna be so successful. We had abundance on the bottom of the deck as well, so, you know, and that Queen of Pentacles. So you're gonna be fine, group one. You're gonna achieve your abundance no matter what you do. So we have Dragonfly Spirit change. So I mean, once again, this is signifying that there is a change that Spirit is urging you to implement into your career path here. Spirit is saying go towards the thing that scares you, go towards the thing that frightens you, go towards the thing that you think in your mind wouldn't work out, because maybe it's hard to get into, or maybe it's hard to see success based on other people's stories. You're not living other people's stories, group one. You're living your own story, so you have to just let it play out the way that it's meant to. And for I want to say for all of you, this is going to be like that happy ending, group one. So make that change that you've been indecisive about, that you've been in denial about. Make that change. Whether this is literally like pursuing something creative, or it's like going to school, getting a certification, whatever the case may be. I'm hearing some of you need to have a conversation with your boss about a raise or about promotion. So if you feel like you wouldn't, you know, receive it, Spirit is saying just ask, okay? Just communicate with your boss. You don't know what's going to come from it. Let's see, what can you tell me about group one? Oh, okay. So we have Prince, light attribute, romantic charm and potential for power, shadow attribute, using power for self-aggrandizement. So group one, this is giving me the energy, like that romantic energy. This is giving me like heavy creativity, something that you really love, something that you really want to pour your heart into. For many of you, I'm seeing you definitely, like, if you do decide to make that change, you're pursuing something that lights you up inside. You're pursuing something that fills your cup. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. You're pursuing something that you just absolutely love, and you're putting your love into this thing. And I'm also seeing that it's going to be very successful. With that potential for power here, this is just giving me the energy of abundance. You're going to take control over your life. You're going to have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do, group one. We have that Magician here. So you have the capabilities to pursue whatever it is that your heart desires, and Spirit is definitely urging you to do that. And like I said, that could be as simple as like wanting to get a promotion, wanting to get a raise, and needing to talk to your boss about this, or it can be as life-changing as like completely quitting your job that you've worked in for years and years and years, and pursuing something that is like creative and like unheard of, and just, you know, the road less traveled, group one. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my little index cards here. I have some different career paths that you might want to pursue, and only take this with a grain of salt, because obviously there's like multiple people watching one group. So if you see something in here that you're like, oh my god, I was thinking about doing that, then take it as confirmation. If you don't see anything in this that resonates with you, then, you know, just leave it. So Spirit, what career path should group one be pursuing? What can we tell group one? This is 3 of them. Okay. Group Group one. So we have YouTubers. So some of you have been thinking about pursuing, you know, a YouTube channel. Take that as confirmation. We have influencer. I mean, that goes very well with YouTuber, I have to say. So if you've been thinking about becoming some kind of influencer, YouTuber, doing anything related to social media, then there's your confirmation. And then we have doctor. So like I said, I was getting that energy of like somebody needing to go back to school for something. So if you've been thinking about going to med school to become a doctor, do it. I'm hearing that if this resonates, the doctor part resonates with you, I'm hearing maybe you're like a little bit older, maybe you have like a family, and it's like it's not very typical for maybe people in your situation to go to med schools, to start med school. Spirit's saying do it. Do it, because you're gonna be so successful. It's the path that's meant for you. So yeah, YouTuber, influencer, doctor. Like I said, I was getting that creative energy. So, you know, if you're pursuing being a YouTuber or an influencer, I'm definitely seeing you like using your art, using your creativity to draw people in, and you'll be successful. So stop being in denial, okay? Group one, don't be in denial. Stop being indecisive. It's time to make that change, and just know that everything is going to work out perfectly. It's going to turn out so beautifully. This is the path that would be best suited to you, group one. So that is all I'm seeing for you today, group one. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi group two, welcome to your reading. We're gonna go ahead and jump in. You chose this little sticker, picture, hang tag thing. This is gonna be your reading. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. We're gonna go ahead and first look at where you currently are at in your career, what energies are currently surrounding your career, what you're currently feeling regarding your career. So yeah, we're going to look at that, and then we're going to look at what Spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing, if you're on the correct path or if you should be pursuing something different. So Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of group two, please. Group two. Okay. I'm seeing ramen noodles for some reason. So I don't know, some of you like to eat ramen noodles. Maybe you like to cook. Maybe there's like some chefs out there, or someone that wants to pursue being a chef or a cook or something of the sort. I don't know, but we're gonna see. Spirit, what is currently going on with group two's career? Group two, what are the energies surrounding group two's career currently? What are the energies surrounding group two's career currently? Can I get one more? Thank you. Alrighty, so we have the Six of Cups, Death. We have Temperance. By the way, I don't typically read reversals, so we have the Five of Cups, major change, major energies. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, group two. I almost called you group one. Group two, I'm definitely getting like heavy energy of wanting some kind of change here. We have Death. This is a major drastic change. Now, whether this is something that you are craving or something that you are currently going through, there's this energy of a major ending and a rebirth here. With the Six of Cups here, I'm getting the feeling that many of you are either in a job that you have wanted since you were a child, or you want to pursue the job or the career that you wanted since you were a child. Okay, I'm more so getting the energy that you want to pursue something that you wanted, you want to pursue something that you were interested in or intrigued by as a child here. I feel like some of you kind of settled for something that, you know, it pays the bills, but it's not emotionally fulfilling. And the reason I feel that way is because we do have the Five of Cups, which is all about like endings, and it's about letting something go. and pursuing something else. Now, others of you, I'm seeing that you did pursue something that you've always wanted to do as a child, and it just turned out to not be as emotionally fulfilling as you would have hoped, and now it's time for a change. I'm seeing many of you, regardless of like which way you're swinging, there is this craving for a change. There's a craving for something new, something more emotionally fulfilling, something more balanced with that Temperance card here, something more healing. What's under the Queen of Cups? The Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing a lot of you putting in like a lot of work and time into your career path, and it's like not worth it in a way. Like mentally and emotionally, it's not worth it to many of you, and so that's why you're craving this change, or you're currently going through this change. You're going through this death and rebirth. I'm gonna actually just clarify and see, because like I'm getting two different energies here, and I just want to see like which one is the more dominant. So can we clarify the Six of Cups, please, Spirit? Can we clarify the Six of Cups? Thank you. We have the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Can we clarify death? Thank you. We have the Magician, and like I don't typically read reversals, but it did pop out in reverse, and I feel like that was kind of significant. Can we clarify Temperance? The Four of Cups. Yeah, a lot of you are not satisfied with where you're at currently. You're craving something new. You're craving that thing that you wanted to do since you were a child. We have the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. So I don't even think you can see all this. Let me move it up for you. Group 2. Okay, so I'm definitely getting the feeling that many of you, like the majority of you here, you are currently in a position where you are not emotionally fulfilled by what you're currently doing. This is something that you only pursued because it paid the bills. It was just the thing that seemed the most logical at the time. And you're definitely in this energy of like wanting to pursue something different. And for many of you, this is something that you wanted to do since you were a child and you never pursued it. With the Four of Cups here, like this is all about like just dissatisfaction and just not, you know, you're just not happy with what's being served to you right now, group 2. And with the Magician here, like I'm seeing many of you wanting to pursue something creative or just something that interests you a lot. And this is something that for many of you has been an interest of yours since you were a child. And the reason why many of you didn't pursue this thing is because you had people in your ear telling you it would never work, or that you wouldn't be successful, or that it's just really hard to get into. Some of you, this might be acting, I'm hearing. Some of you wanted to be an actor since you were a child, and now it's like, well, you know, I pursued like this regular 9-to-5 office job because it pays the bills and, you know, it gives me that stability, but it's not emotionally fulfilling. And the reason it's not emotionally fulfilling is because it's not the path that's best suited for you, group 2. There's something else that you are meant to be doing that would be both like emotionally fulfilling, but also like bring in that stability and that, like, you know, the money, the money part of it, because that's always important, because, you know, we have to make money to live on this planet. So yeah, that is what I'm currently seeing for you, group 2. We're gonna go ahead and see what Spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing, or the path that you should find. Let's see here. Alrighty, Spirit, what is the path that group 2 should be pursuing, or the path that group 2 should find in their career? What is the path that group 2 should be pursuing or find in their career? Can I get one more, please, Spirit? One more. Thank you. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Magician. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I'm feeling like this is something that it's going to require planning, like careful planning. But Spirit is saying hop on it now. Like, okay, I'm getting the energy that this is not something that's like a quick fix, okay? This is not something that like it's just going to, you're gonna see success overnight. Even though we do have that Eight of Wands here, like I feel like things will like, you know, move. But I feel like this is more so Spirit urging you to get on it now, okay? Like you need to start right now, because with that Seven of Pentacles here, I'm feeling like this is something that could take a little bit of time for you to reap the rewards. It's something that could take time for you to see the success. With the Three of Wands here, I'm definitely seeing that this is something you're going to have to plan and work towards. You're going to have to put in the proactive steps towards whatever this thing is. With the Magician here, I am seeing that for many of you, like this is something creative, which is very similar to Group 1. The Magician always makes me think of doing something where you are using the tools that you have learned or the tools that you have gained through experiences. So for some of you, this is a creative endeavor that you want to pursue. For others of you, this is, I wouldn't say it's not creative, it's just something that you're using your knowledge that you have gained in your spare time. For many of you, like I said, this is giving me the energy of like something that you've wanted to do since you were a child. So it feels like you've had like a whole lifetime of learning the intricate details of whatever this thing is. It's gonna be different for all of you, but I'm just like overall seeing this is something that you have all the tools and the knowledge to be successful if you pursue it. With the Knight of Swords here, I'm definitely seeing Spirit is like urging you to like get on it right now, Group 2. You need to like plan and just go full speed ahead. Do not look back. Just go towards this thing that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to be more emotionally fulfilling for you. And I'm definitely seeing like, you know, in due time, you will start to see that success. You will start to see the rewards. It's just going to be very important for you to just take proactive steps and to plan. Don't go in blindly, Group 2. I feel the need to tell you, don't go in blindly. Don't like just quit your job and be like, well, this is it. Now I've got to, you know, figure things out. Don't do that, because then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. There's definitely a need for you to plan with that Three of Wands here. So, you know, you can still work where you're currently at, you know, if you need that financial stability. I definitely see Spirit urging you to do that, but also at the same time, when you do have the time, take proactive steps towards this thing that you've wanted to do since you were a child, okay? Take those proactive steps, start planning, start, you know, taking baby steps here. Just start moving forward, okay? No more just lollygagging, no more just like sitting around and being like, oh, I wish I could do this thing. This would be so nice if I could do this thing as a living. Like, just do it then, okay, Group 2? Just do it. No one's gonna stop you. At this point, the only one stopping you is you, Group 2. So Spirit is definitely urging you to, you know, put that time in, put that energy in, start planning. Know that it is going to take a little bit of time with that Seven of Pentacles, Group 2, for many of you. Don't rush, okay? Good things take time, and that's why Spirit is urging you to kind of just take baby steps right now. As long as you're moving forward, you're going to see success. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about Group 2? Group 2, the best path for their career. What can you tell me? What path should Group 2 be pursuing in their career? What path should Group 2 be pursuing? Okay, we have forgiveness. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Ooh, okay. So what I'm actually getting with this, Group 2, is that some of you, there's this thing that you've wanted to do since you were a child, okay? And like I said in the beginning, like, you've wanted to do this thing since you were a child, and you had people telling you that you wouldn't, you know, succeed, or that it wouldn't be lucrative, or that, you know, it's like stupid to pursue this thing. So I'm seeing that because of these negative things that people were telling you about this particular path, you kind of hold like this resentment in your heart, not only for the people telling you this, but for the actual path. Because it's like, how can I love something so much or want to pursue something so badly, but I can't like succeed at it? And it's not that you can't succeed at it, it's just that these people have been telling you these lies, and it's kind of just, you know, clogged your heart in a sense, group 2. So I'm definitely seeing Spirit saying that you need to release this resentment and this hate, not only for the people telling you that you won't succeed, but also for the thing itself. I see some of you, like, you know, you still have love for this thing, of course, because, you know, this is something that you've wanted to do since you were a child. But that feeling of feeling like you won't be successful at it, you have to let that go. You have to release that mentality that you won't be able to succeed, because if you keep thinking like that as you're pursuing it, then obviously what's going to happen? You're not going to succeed. So there's definitely this energy of you needing to forgive everything involved, everyone and everything involved in this situation, so that you can move forward and be successful, group 2. So we're gonna get one more. What else can you tell group 2, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so we have Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So I feel like many of you, group 2, you are scared of judgment because many of you from like childhood have been told that you won't succeed at whatever this thing is. And so like there's that fear and there's that hurt associated with this thing, which is probably why many of you like might be like scared of pursuing this thing. But like deep down in your heart, you know that this is what you're meant to do. You know that this is what will be most fulfilling for you. So Spirit is like urging you to remember that everyone has their own path, and you don't need anyone's approval to pursue what it is that lights your heart up and the thing that fills your cup, group 2. Spirit is just like urging you to remember that, you know, you're on your own path, and you have to allow yourself to go down it. You have to allow yourself to do what is meant for you without fear of judgment. People are always going to have something to say, okay? That's a given. People are always going to have something to say. People are always going to want to try and put in their 2 cents. You're going to just have to ignore it. You're just going to have to block out the haters, group 2, and just pursue whatever it is that makes you happy, because at the end of the day, this is your life. This is your life. This is your path, and you have to do what's meant for you, group 2. So let's get one of these bad boys. What else can we tell group 2, Spirit, about the career path that they should be pursuing? We have Dragon Power. Dragon Power. So Spirit is urging you to take your power back, group 2. Spirit is urging you to find that light again for some of you. Some of you have kind of like dimmed this light associated with this thing that you've wanted to do since you were a child. Spirit is saying to tap back into that. But overall, Spirit is definitely saying for you to take back your power. Don't let people's like judgments and the negative things that they have to say about you pursuing this endeavor. Don't let it like cloud your judgment, and don't let it impact the way that you move about your path. Don't let it have any kind of significance to how you decide to pursue your career path. Spirit is urging you to take your power back, group 2. Now is the time for you to pursue what sets your heart on fire. Now is the time for you to pursue and to start taking those proactive baby steps towards the things that people said that you would not be successful at, or the things that people said that you would not, you know, it wouldn't be lucrative, or whatever the case may be. Spirit is urging you to prove them wrong, group 2. Prove them wrong. Obviously, this is something that's going to take time for many of you. But if you start now, you'll start seeing success sooner. So that's why Spirit is urging you to, you know, go ahead and start planning now. Start, you know, making these plans on what it is that you're going to pursue, how you're going to pursue it, how much time you're going to dedicate to this thing each day or each week. You know, just taking those proactive steps, and along the way taking your power back. Group 2. Let's get one of these. Okay. That was quick. We have healer. Light attributes: passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Shadow attributes: taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So what I'm seeing with this group 2 is that, well, some of you, the path that you want to pursue has to do with healing. That's for very few of you, I feel. What I'm mostly feeling for most of you is this is about healing yourself. This is about healing your inner child as well. You are meant to transform this pain into healing. Group 2. These negative energies that you were receiving since you were a child about the things that you want to pursue, or this path that you want to pursue, Spirit is telling you to take the pain that was associated with hearing those words and turn it into light, turn it into healing. Let this path be a sense of healing for you, group 2. Let this journey be a sense of reclaiming your power, learning to forgive, freeing yourself of fear of judgment, and just allow yourself to bask in the energy of love and healing. I feel like Spirit is saying, for those of you who have like almost kind of blocked this thing out for a long time for fear of judgment, like you just kind of stopped pursuing, or you stopped, you know, kind of just like dabbling into this pursuit, Spirit is saying, like, when you step back into that, this is going to almost like flip a switch in you, and it's actually going to allow you to heal. And I'm also getting the energy that the reason why this endeavor might take a little bit of time with that 7 of Pentacles is because you're also healing yourself along the way. And some of you, depending on what it is that you're doing, some of you are creating art where you are actually going to be turning that pain into art, and it's going to be healing for you, and it's also going to be healing for others as well. Like, I'm feeling like those of you who are creative, specifically, like, you know, creating some kind of art, people are going to be able to relate to the art that you create, because, I mean, some of you, this is going to be related to any kind of pain, any kind of suffering that you may have endured. This is something that is, it's true to you, group 2. And so people are going to be able to relate to that. These are like real life experiences that many people have also gone through. So by you creating this art, or you creating whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be able to heal yourself, and you're also going to be able to heal the people that enjoy your art as well. So that's why Spirit is like urging you, like, you know, get on it, group 2. Get on it, because this will help you like gain your power back, and it'll help you heal, and it'll help you release yourself from fear of judgment, group 2. But, you know, take your time as well, because, you know, the more time that you take, the more love that you put into something, like the better the outcome will be. So don't rush it. You know, just take your time. Just, you know, start taking proactive baby steps, like I've been saying, group 2. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at my index cards here that have a bunch of different like career paths that you could pursue. With this, I would say take it with a grain of salt, because there's multiple people watching this group. So if you see something that pops out that it's like, oh my gosh, that's what I was thinking about doing, that's the thing that I've wanted to do since I was a kid, or whatever the case may be, if it resonates, then take it as confirmation. If you don't see anything in this that resonates with you, then I would just say leave it. This is just like extra confirmation for some of you. So, whoa, that is too many. We're gonna get 3 of these. So Spirit, group 2, what career paths should group 2 be pursuing? All right, that's too many as well. What group paths should group 2 be pursuing? Okay, we have 2 here, and we're gonna get 1 more after this. So we have game developer. Okay, so some of you might be into video game development, so there you go. Some of you may have had an idea for a video game that you've you've talked about, you've kind of expressed to people, and they're like, oh, that's kind of crazy, that's kind of out there. Spirit is saying get on it. And for sure, if you're developing a video game, that's going to take some time, group 2. So you should definitely go ahead and get on that if if that's what you want to do. We also have a traveler, so some of you might want to just start traveling the world and documenting your experiences. I'm hearing some of you might want to make documentaries as you're traveling. So yeah, Spirit's saying, you know, go ahead and do that if you want to. Some of you might just want to travel. You just might want to travel. So yeah, I feel like though, if you're traveling, I feel like you're going to be documenting your experiences and just doing kind of like crazy out there things a little bit. So, you know, take that if it resonates, I suppose. We're gonna get one more. We're gonna get one more for group 2, Spirit. What should group 2 be pursuing? One more for group 2. One more for group 2, please. I'll take that one. Artist. Like I said, you know, I was getting that like artist energy with the Magician here. So if you're an artist, there you go. And that could be like any kind of artist as well. It doesn't just have to be like visual arts. This could be anything that you are putting your creative flair into. So yeah, that is all I'm seeing for you today, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi, group 2. If you chose this butterfly, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to go ahead and first take a look at the current energy surrounding where you're at in your career right now, group 2. We're just going to see like kind of how you're feeling about where you're at in your career currently. Maybe like what's going on in your career at this time. And then we're going to take a look and see what Spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing. So let's see, Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of group 3, please. Tap me into the collective energy of group 3. Group 3, group 3. Okay, let me clear the energies. Group 3, group 3. What's going on with group 3 currently in their career? What are the energies surrounding group 3 currently, Spirit? What are the energies currently surrounding group 3, Spirit? Can I get one more? Thank you. Alrighty, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Wands, the King of Chalices, which is the King of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands. All right, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Okay. Group 3. Under that, the Knave of Pentacles. Okay, so the wheel is definitely turning for you currently, group 3, with that Wheel of Fortune here. I am getting the energy that for most of you, you are currently in a position, or you're just currently in the energy of being kind of stressed out right now. Group 3, with the 9 of Wands here, I'm seeing a lot of you like being kind of overworked in a sense. And I feel like a lot of you, like, you like what you do, but there's this energy of like it's draining me right now. Some of you might be open to, I'm seeing more so a new position or a promotion within what you're currently doing. I'm not necessarily seeing something as drastic as like completely leaving your career field for many of you. For some of you, this is just kind of like wanting to level up with where you're currently at in a way. So like a promotion or a raise, or, you know, a new position, but still within kind of the field that you're currently in. with the King of Cups here, I'm seeing that many of you, like, you're emotionally fulfilled with what you do. Like, you really like your field of work, but you might not necessarily like the position that you're in. With that Ace of Wands here, it feels like there's a new beginning that wants to come in, or this is something that has recently come in for some of you as well. With the Lovers here, this is telling me that this is something that is really well suited to you, group 3. This is, you know, for many of you, the path that you're actually meant to be on, which is very different from groups 1 and 2. But you know, with that 9 of Wands here, this is kind of giving me that feeling of like some of you might be kind of stressed out. You might have a really heavy workload currently, and so that might be the reason why you're looking for maybe a new position, but still within the same career field. Because you like what you do, it's just kind of a lot, or you just need some kind of change to happen within the workplace. Maybe they need to hire some more people. Maybe they need to change who does what, you know, changing the requirements of a position. Not the requirements, like, you know, what's required of you to do in the position. There seems to be maybe a need for a restructure a little bit for some of you, but overall I am getting the energy that a lot of you, like, you know, you like what you do. It's just there's that stress there. There's that stress, and nobody likes to be stressed. So yeah, that's what I'm currently seeing. Like, some of you, you might just want a new position or a promotion of some sort where you're going to be able to do less but still, like, you know, make good money, and it'll still be emotionally fulfilling for many of you. So that was like pretty straightforward, group 3, which is surprising because that has not been the case for the other 2 groups. So we're gonna see what Spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing. I feel like many of you are already kind of on the correct path. It's just, you know, there's that stress there. Long hours for many of you, a lot of overtime for many of you, and it's kind of like, I like what I do, but this is getting ridiculous. So we're gonna see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, what can you tell group 3 about the path that they should be pursuing? What can you tell group 3 about the career path they should be pursuing? What can you tell group 3? Can I get one more, please? One more for group 3. Did that flip? No. Okay. One more, please, Spirit. One more for group 3. Thank you. Okay. So, I think I already had 4, but it's fine. We have the Moon, the Hermit, the Empress, the 7 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords. So, I'm actually seeing that, like, many of you, you're already on the right path, and you might not even realize it, group 3. You're already on the right path. Like, I was picking up that energy already in the beginning when I was looking at your current energies. Like, it feels like a lot of you are like, you know, you like what you do. It's just kind of stressful right now, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with the workload and maybe needing to hire more employees, or, you know, restructuring some things. With the Moon here, I'm seeing that for many of you, the path that you're currently on wasn't necessarily the one that you had initially planned. And for some of you, I'm getting the sense that this is fairly new, because we did have that Ace of Wands, and I was getting the energy that some of you might actually be currently, like, starting something new in your career. This might have been something that wasn't initially planned, and it kind of just fell into your lap in a sense. But this is the correct path for you, group 3. With the Hermit here, this is all about kind of like introspection and like being alone with oneself. So if you're currently, and also kind of like a little bit mysterious, if you're currently in a position where, you know, your position doesn't necessarily require you to interact with a lot of people, and you're kind of able to just be a little bit more independent, then I would definitely say that, you know, you're on the right path for you. Some of you might be quite introverted, I'm hearing, so, you know, that's the career path that you should be pursuing if it's not what you're doing already. I feel like many of you kind of are in this position where you are not required to, you know, interact with a whole lot of people. You might have to interact with, like, you know, a few coworkers here and there, but for the most part you're able to, you know, do your work by yourself, and, you know, it's done. It's good. With the Empress here, this is like creative, divine feminine energy. So some of you might be, you know, in some kind of creative position. You're creating something, or you're just very much in your feminine energy with whatever you're doing. So it doesn't feel like many of you are doing anything that's too analytical or too I don't know, I'm thinking like sword energy. So it's like that very like analytical, you know, masculine energy. I don't know, like the words are losing me, but it feels like a lot of you, like, currently you are pursuing something that requires you to be in your divine feminine energy. It feels kind of laid back for you, group 3. I'm not gonna lie, like, it feels pretty laid back here for many of you. With the 7 of Pentacles here, this feels like something that, you know, it requires work. It requires a lot of work. Some of you, this is something new. This is something that you've just started. So it's like you're at the very, like, you know, bare minimum. No, you're at the bottom level. For many of you, this is like entry level maybe for some of you. For others of you, this is just saying like you've had to put a lot of work into it. If this is a new position and you're kind of like, you know, at ground zero, I'm definitely seeing Spirit is saying like keep putting the work in, because you are going to reach that King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is like absolute abundance, okay? Like you're going to be so financially well off as long as you continue to pursue this path. And for some of you, you might feel like, I don't know if this is like, you know, the right path for me. I don't know if this is, you know, what I should be pursuing. Spirit is saying, yeah, it is. Okay, it is. This is something that is going to allow you to put in that energy, put in that time, put in that work, but it's going to be so lucrative for you, group 3. Some of you, you may have already reached this King of Pentacles energy, but for a lot of you, you have not yet reached that. And so that's why there's this like questioning of, I don't know, am I on the right path? Am I doing like what's best for me? Especially with that moon here, it's like, I don't know what the future holds. Well, let me tell you what it holds for you, group 3. It holds abundance. Okay, it holds that King of Pentacles. You're gonna be so well off as long as you keep pursuing this thing. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get some oracles in here so we can see what else Spirit can tell us. What else can you tell group 3 about the career path they should be pursuing, Spirit? What can you tell group 3 about the career path that they should be pursuing? Okay, so we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I feel like Spirit is saying that whatever you're doing right now, or you're getting ready to do for some of you, or you just started, Spirit is definitely saying that this is something very well balanced. This is like perfect harmony for you, group 3. And like the reason I feel like Spirit is urging you to keep going with this thing is because, like, obviously this is the path that is best suited for you at this time. And like, keep in mind, like, things are always changing, so things could change in the future, but right now this is definitely where you're supposed to be. This is definitely the path that is going to lead you to abundance and emotional fulfillment. This is all about balance, group 3. I'm also getting that a lot of you, like, you'll have like a really good work-life balance with this current position, or the balance needs to be restored for some of you, because we did have that 9 of Wands energy where it feels like some of you are working really hard and like really long hours and just being kind of stressed out. There's a balance that needs to be restored. So you know, if you do resonate with that energy, then I would say maybe talk to your boss, your manager, and see what can be done, see what can be changed or restructured so that that load is lifted off of you, because it's not really supposed to be that stressful, group 3. Yes, you're still going to be putting in a lot of work with that 7 of Pentacles here, but it's going to be well balanced for sure. And definitely, like, when it comes to how much work you're putting into it, you're definitely going to see that return with money. Like, you're definitely going to be getting paid very well, group 3, if you're not already. So we're going to get one more of these. What else can we tell group 3 about the path? Okay, so we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So I'm feeling like Spirit is saying, like, this is part of your soul's mission. This is part of you, group 3. And like, if you're someone that, like, this is kind of like an office job, or you're just like looking at the computer all day, I can kind of get the energy. It's like, how is this like my soul's mission? How is this my purpose? Spirit is saying that even though to you it might not be so, like, you know, grand, and like, you know, it might not seem like it has such a big impact, but the thing is, like, your position, the things that you're doing actually help benefit others down the line. Like, you might not even see it. You might not see how what you do affects other people down the line, but Spirit is definitely saying, like, what you do has a profound impact, a positive impact, I should say, on other people, and you don't even realize it. So that's why Spirit is saying, like, even if it's something as mundane as an office job, you know, to you it might just seem like, oh, it's just another, you know, 9 to 5 office job. It's nothing profound. It's nothing, you know, I'm not making a real impact on the world. It might seem that way to you because all you see is your office job, but you don't see how this job affects the world around you. You don't see how the things that you do affect other people in a positive way. So, you know, that's just kind of a reminder from Spirit. Like, if it feels like what you do is mundane, or you feel like what you're doing is not profound enough, or it's not, you know, having a positive impact on the world around you, Spirit is letting you know that it definitely does. You just don't see it. With that Moon card, you just don't see, like, how it affects other people in a positive way. Like, that's the key word, positive way, okay? The things you do definitely have an effect on the world around you, and like, that's why it's like necessary for you to be in this position. For those of you, you know, that feel like, you know, it's just another job, it's nothing to write home about. Spirit's just saying, you know, it does affect people positively. You just don't see it, you know, where you're at. And then we have B Spirit, prosperity. So with that King of Pentacles energy, like, Spirit is saying, like, what you're doing now, what you're pursuing now, it's going to lead to a lot of prosperity for you, group 3. This is definitely something that is going to be very lucrative for you if it is not already. So, you know, just keep putting in that work, If you feel like you need to have a conversation with your boss, your manager, possibly about a raise or promotion, then go ahead and do that. But like I said, I feel like a lot of you, like, you're in the correct career field. Like, you're in the career field that is best suited for you, group 3. Okay, what else can we tell group 3 about the career path best suited to them? Okay, so we have Knight. Light attributes, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. Shadow attributes, allegiance to destructive ruler or principal, romantic delusions. So what I'm seeing with this Knight card, group 3, is, like, you being loyal to your path, I should say. I wouldn't say to a company or a position, because yeah, because I mean, companies, they can drop you like that and, like, not have a care in the world. But you remaining loyal to your path, your specific field, okay, and that could be like within different companies, different positions, but still in your same, like, field, is going to lead you to a lot of prosperity. I'm getting, like, your group is very opposite from groups 1 and 2, where if, like, groups 1 and 2 need to kind of, you know, expand their horizons and pursue other things that might not necessarily be within the realm of their field, their career field currently. I'm getting the opposite with you, group 3. Spirit is urging you to keep going, keep doing what you're doing, keep, you know, pursuing the things that are in your career field. And, like, once again, I want to reiterate, this does not mean that you need to stay in the same company or the same position. Always be like willing and open to other opportunities, but Spirit is definitely saying to try and keep it within that career field that you're in. Don't try and branch out and do other things. Like if you're an analyst, don't try and become a doctor right now, okay? Spirit's saying like just within the realm of what you're doing, keep pursuing things in that field, because that is what's going to lead you to prosperity and abundance here. And I feel like you're just really good at what you do. Like you might not even realize it, but like you're so good at what you do, group 3, that like they need you. They need you, group 3. And because they need you, I feel like you should definitely like demand that balance or demand that raise, demand the things that, you know, would make things a little bit easier for you going forward, group 3, because they need you, because you're so good at what you do. And some of you might actually like what you do as well with the Knight here. Some of you might grow to love this thing if you don't already. I am getting the energy that a lot of you do like what you do already, so it's like, well, you know, just keep that love going. And stay true to your path, group 3. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use my little index cards here. I have a bunch of different like job fields. With this, I would say take it with a grain of salt because there's multiple people watching this pile. So of course all of you are doing different things. So if you see something pop out that, you know, resonates with what you're currently doing or what you're currently pursuing, I would just take that as confirmation. If not, then just leave it. So yeah, Spirit, what should group 3 be pursuing? What should group 3 be pursuing? Okay, we have architect, so some of you might work in architecture. All right, we're gonna get 2 more. We're gonna get 2 more for group 3. We have YouTuber. Some of you are pursuing being a YouTuber. All right. And let's get 1 more. 1 more for group 3, Spirit. And I get 1 more for group 3. Oh, okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. We're gonna shuffle again. Can I get 1 more for group 3, please, Spirit? That's a lot, but we'll take the one on top because of the way it flew out. We have business. So some of you might work in business, some of you might be trying to be a YouTuber, some of you might work in architecture. So yeah, once again, only take that with a grain of salt. Only take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, then just leave it. All right, it's a group reading. So yeah, that is all I'm seeing for you today, group 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi group 4, welcome to your reading. If you chose this little picture sticker paper thing, then this is going to be your reading all about your career path. We are first going to take a look at what you're currently going through in your career, the energy surrounding your career, how you're feeling about your career currently. We're going to just take a look at that first, and then we're going to look at what Spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing or the path that you should be looking into. So, Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of group 4. Group 4. Group 4's current career path. What is currently going on in group 4's career path? What is currently going on in group 4's career? What is currently going on? Can I get 1 more, please? Thank you. So we have the Magician. We have the King of Swords. We have the 6 of Wands, and we have the 4 of Swords, and then the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. So group 4, I was actually like getting the energy that some of you might have just graduated from like college. So congratulations if that applies to you. So yeah, let's take a look here with the Magician here in group 4. I'm seeing that many of you you know, you are well equipped for whatever it is that you want to pursue or that you're currently pursuing. You, group 4, for one, I mean, I'm getting creative energy with this group. I'm always picking up creative energies. Like, group 3 is the only group that I didn't pick up any creative energies on, but that magician always makes me think of like creative passions, because it's like having all the tools that you need to create whatever it is that you want. I'm also kind of getting the energy that some of you are manifesting, or you have manifested where you're currently at or what you want to bring in. With that King of Swords here, I'm seeing that communication is really big for you, group 4, in your career path currently. Some of you, like, you might just have to interact with a lot of people. You might have to, you know, be in a lot of meetings. I'm seeing with the 6 of Wands here, some of you may have just achieved something really great in your career path. And like, once again, I was seeing that graduation energy. Some of you have just graduated, so, you know, or some of you may have just gotten a promotion or a raise or whatever the case may be. There's this energy of something like very victorious just happened for you recently, group 4, so congratulations. That's always amazing. But yeah, I'm seeing you just being very well equipped with what you're currently doing, group 4. You have all the tools and all the knowledge that you need to pursue whatever it is that you're currently pursuing. With the 4 of Swords here, though, this is all about like needing a rest, needing to take a time out. So I'm seeing for those of you, if you know, did just graduate, you know, you're very happy for one that you just graduated, but I'm seeing that you're kind of like in this resting period, or you want to take a resting period. Some of you, I'm hearing a gap year. So if you just graduated from high school, maybe you're wanting to take a gap year before going to college or pursuing any kind of higher education. For others of you, this is literally just like, you know, you've reached a certain point, you've achieved something really great, and now it's like, I want a vacation, I want to rest, I want to chill. You know, so yeah. And then with that 7 of Swords here, this is normally about like deception, keeping secrets, things like that. It can also symbolize like reorganizing priorities. So I'm seeing for some of you, this is more so pertaining to reorganizing your priorities when it comes to your career path, like not biting off more than you can chew. I'm seeing balance is really important for you right now, group 4. So whatever it is that you're pursuing, you definitely want to have that work-life balance. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. You want to be able to take time to rest and to heal and to regroup yourself. And yeah, I'm mostly just saying like you in this really like happy, good energy with that 6 of Wands here, because you did just achieve something pretty great. So yeah, that's the current energies that I'm picking up for you, group 4. We are gonna go ahead and just take a look at what Spirit has to say about the path that you should be pursuing. Normally I have been picking up, you know, whether or not you're on the correct path in this beginning portion, but I'm not really picking anything up just yet. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look and see what Spirit has to say. Group 4. Spirit, what career path should group 4 be pursuing? Are they already on the right path, or should they be pursuing something different? Can I get one more, please? Thank you. Alrighty, so we have the Ace of Swords. So I'm getting that new energy, that something new might need to come in for you. We have the King of Swords again, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Stars. And then bottom up of the deck, ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles. We love the 10 of Pentacles, especially in a career reading. Okay. So group 4, I'm definitely seeing that Spirit is saying that there is something new that needs to come in. There's something new that you need to pursue here with this Ace of Swords. This is like heavy, like logical, analytical kind of energy. Once again, that communication with the King of Swords here. You are meant to pursue something that requires you to use your voice. It's requiring you to speak. It's requiring you to use your logical brain. like I said, I was getting many energies. I was getting the energy that many of you have just graduated. from some kind of schooling or program, and now it's like, okay, I'm planning my next steps here, and I have all the tools that I need, I have all the knowledge that I need, and now it's like time for me to start something new. It's time for me to go towards something that makes sense. Spirit is saying to definitely go towards something that makes sense to what you've just completed, this thing that you have just achieved. Keep going towards that energy. So whether this is, you just graduated college, you got a degree in a certain field, Spirit is saying, definitely go into that field. If you just received some kind of promotion or some kind of achievement for something specific, Spirit is saying, keep building upon that, keep working towards that. Whatever you just, received recognition for, keep building on that, keep moving towards that, group 4, because that's going to lead you to more abundance and prosperity. Like I said, with the King of Swords here, I'm getting heavy energy of you needing to be able to use your voice, needing to speak, needing to be analytical and logical and to the point with whatever you're doing. I'm also seeing many of you are going to be in a position of power, either now or in the future. So, having that ability to be able to speak and to be eloquent and, to convey whatever it is on your mind is going to be very important for you, group 4. With the 7 of Pentacles here, this is definitely giving you the energy of like planting the seeds. So I feel like many of you excuse me, I feel like many of you are definitely like in like the beginning stages of your career, or you're in the beginning stages of like pursuing something new. So it's like, you're planting the seeds right now. You need to be able to water those seeds, okay? Put in the time, put in the effort, put in the love and care and the dedication, and in the end, you'll receive this 10 of Pentacles. You'll receive that abundance. So whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out, Spirit is saying. So you definitely need to be pursuing a path where you are able to do that. And with the stars here, this is all about like healing and balance. And like I said, I was feeling that energy of like you needing to have that work-life balance. It's something that's important for you, group 4. I'm getting like a lot of like Gen Z energy, so if you're Gen Z, then hey. And the reason I say that is because Gen Z specifically, and even some millennials, like work-life balance is incredibly important. And it's like, not saying that it's not important to the older generations, but for the younger generations, it's it's kind of a different mentality when it comes to work and like work-life balance. And like like Gen Z and some millennials, like we know what we're worth and we're not going to settle for anything less. So I am getting that energy for many of you, group 4. It's like you're not going to just settle for anything. You would rather be unemployed than working for a company where you are draining all your energy and they don't pay you anything. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. And like Spirit's like, yeah yeah, definitely go towards the opportunities and like the positions and the companies that are going to treat you well and allow you to have that work-life balance, and that are going to allow you to keep leveling up. It's really important that you're in a position where you are able to level up and to be able to get those promotions and to have advancement opportunities, group 4. So Spirit is definitely saying, go towards those things. And like if you are a graduate and you're like on the you're on the job hunt right now, Spirit is definitely saying like look out for those positions that require you to use your voice, that require you to speak, that require you to be in meetings and to give your 2 cents and things like that. Some of you may have majored in like communications, I'm seeing, so that's something. Or like public speaking, giving presentations, things like that, I'm seeing from many of you, group 4. So we're gonna go ahead and get some oracles to get some further information. Let's see, Spirit, group 4. What career path should group 4 be pursuing? What can you tell group 4? Oh, okay. Whoops. That fell on the floor. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So Spirit is definitely saying like, pursue the things that you love, pursue the things that interest you, pursue the things that are going to fill your cup, group 4. Don't settle. I keep hearing that, like, don't settle. Like, I really am getting this energy of like a lot of you are not necessarily like in something concrete, you're not in something, it hasn't been long-term just yet, or maybe you have been in something that's long-term, but now it's like a new beginning. So Spirit is just telling you to follow your heart, listen to your intuition, allow yourself to pursue mainly companies mainly companies that, you know, value their employees. I'm seeing yeah, I'm seeing like the work life for you, group 4, is meant to be filled with like love and excitement and joy. It's not supposed to be like stale, old, and crusty and decrepit and like like no one knows how to have fun, or, you know, people are arguing all the time. It's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be in an environment in your work life where it's just filled with love and passion, and like everyone's supposed to just kind of like get along in a sense. So, you know, if you're going for interviews and you feel that the vibes are off, trust your intuition. Okay, if they offer you the position and you just had the inkling that, you know, the vibes were off, Spirit is saying, you know, trust your intuition with that. You're meant to be in an environment where you're able to thrive, and the only way you'll be able to thrive is if the environment allows you to do so, and, you know, it's filled with love rather than, you know, that stifled old negative energy. We have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So Spirit is saying that some of you might be envious of other people, especially if you're a college graduate, I'm hearing, or just a graduate in general. You might be envious of seeing other people getting positions faster than you. I'm seeing that, you know, your path might take a little bit more time, especially with that 7 of Pentacles here. Being able to find the thing or the position or the job that is best suited to you, it might take a little bit of time. And I'm seeing that some of you, you know, you're kind of envious of seeing people that may have like finished college or whatever kind of program or high school at the same time as you, and they're getting these jobs and they're pursuing these things, and it's like, well, I still haven't found anything just yet. Spirit is saying the reason why you haven't found anything just yet is because there's some soup cooking up in the kitchen. Okay, there's something being planned for you, there's something being orchestrated for you that is going to be in the energy of love. This is something that is meant specifically for you, group 4, which is why it might be taking a little bit of time for you to find this thing. Spirit is saying, don't fret. Okay, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And also the people that you're seeing, you know, getting these jobs and pursuing these different things, and, you know, on social media it might seem like they're so happy, and, you know, they're just so happy and glad that they have this position, and it's like, yeah, it's great to have a job because, you know, you got to pay bills and all that, but at the end of the day, you don't really know what their work life is like. You don't really know the kind of environment that they have to go into every day, group 4. So Spirit is saying, like, many of these people, like, on the outside, it might seem like they're really happy, and, you know, it's like, oh, I love my job, I love the people I work with, I love the work that I do, but like deep down they're like crying, like every day they cry because they have to get up and go to work, and they have to deal with like old mean people who, you know, don't want to help, or it's just like not a good work life energy, might not be a good work life balance, and they might not even be getting paid as much as they should. So, you know, Spirit is saying, like, what's meant for you is meant for you, group 4, and you just have to keep holding out and just realize that, you know, just because you see somebody succeeding on the internet does not mean that you know what's really going on, like, deep down. You don't really know what's going on for real. You just kind of see what they choose to post. So, you know, keep that in mind. Just keep that, you know, keep that advice in the back of your head that, like, you know, you're on your own path, and what's meant for you is meant for you, and Spirit is cooking something up for you, group 4. Okay, it's coming, it's about to be served up. All right, you just gotta just a little bit more patient. Don't compare yourself to others. Yeah, oh my gosh, what did I just say? What did I just say? Patience? I can't. Yeah, patience. Just have a little bit more patience, group 4. If you've been on the job hunt and it's like, I can't find a job, I can't, just be patient, okay? Spirit is cooking something up for you, group 4. You're gonna reach that 10 of Pentacles. You just have to allow the universe to, you know, plan everything out for you. This has to go like in a very specific way for you, group 4, I'm hearing. This is a very specific position. This is a very specific job, which is why you have to have that patience here. All right, we're gonna get one of these archetype cards. All right, what else can we tell group 4 about the career path they should be following? What is the career path? Okay. So we have, whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, oh my gosh, that made me laugh. Okay, we have prostitute. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Shadow attribute places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So I'm not saying, group 4, that spirit is telling you to become a prostitute or any kind of sex worker. If that's what you want to do, then do it, okay? There's, you know, judgment-free zone, but I'm not saying that this is what this is, okay? What spirit is really trying to say here is that you're not meant to settle. And I've been saying this, you are not meant to settle, group 4. You are not going to allow yourself, or you should not, or even spirit is not going to allow you to allow yourself to fall into a position where you hate your job, you hate your work life, but you're only doing it to pay the bills. Spirit's not going to let you do that, group 4. This is taking time. You have to have patience in order to, you know, get this position that is meant for you. This is a position filled with love, group 4. And so spirit is just saying, like, you know, hold on a little bit longer. They're cooking something up for you, group 4. It is coming, okay? It is coming. You are not meant to allow yourself to fall into that, you know, that trap, so to speak, of just settling for any kind of position just because it pays the bills. And a lot of times you fall into these positions that you don't even like, and that, you know, the work life is absolutely horrendous, and it doesn't even pay you that much. Like, they pay you the bare minimum to work a horrible job in horrible conditions, and spirit is saying that life is not meant for you, group 4. That life is not meant for you. Sure, you might be a little bit stressed right now because many of you are out of work, you are unemployed, you are on the job hunt, or you're currently in a position that, you know this is not your forever position, so you're looking for the next thing, but you can't quite find it just yet. It's because it's cooking up for you. It is cooking up for you, group 4. Spirit is saying you're not meant to be in this energy of, like, you know, giving up your energy, giving up your own power for the sake of money. You are meant to have that work-life balance. You are meant to have that love in the workplace and the love for what you do. You are meant to have that, group 4. So just keep holding out. It is coming for you, group 4. Last but not least, we are going to be using my index cards. These have different, like, what am I trying to say, professions. With these cards, I would say take it with a grain of salt, because this is a general reading and there's multiple people watching this pile, and everybody's doing different things. So if you see something pop out that you're like, oh my god, yes, I would love to do that, that's something that I've been thinking about doing, that's something that I'm trying to pursue currently, then take it as confirmation. If you don't see anything, then just leave it, as always. So spirit, what should group 4 be pursuing in their career? What is group 4 meant to pursue in their career, spirit? What is group 4 meant to pursue? We're gonna get 3 of these. Okay. All right, so we have actor. We have photographer. We're gonna get one more. Oh. Okay, we're not taking those because that was like a billion cards. Can I get one more for group 4, please, spirit? Well, we got 2. We'll take it. So we have management, and specifically, I don't know why we have store manager here. So if you work in retail, store manager. If not, then, you know, just management. I did say, like, I was getting the energy of, like, you're meant to achieve some kind of position of power, some kind of management job at some point. So that's just like for the confirmation. And then we have finance. So some of you might work in finance. So yeah. that is all I have for you today, group 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye!